You want to crack your pop now, just so it doesn't.
Yes. And I can see everybody. I'm so happy. Can you pour it in there?
No, because I really like the way.
Okay.
I love that because it makes me feel like I'm an adult, but at the same time, I'm playful. Yeah,
All
but
right.
it's for love and EO7.
All right, let's
you're a
go
part of
before I
each.
get bored. Come on.
That's true.
I can't keep this all to myself. I got all you need and I'm sharing the wealth. Talking it up, who should I tell? Like, blah, 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 blah. I can't keep this all to myself.
Welcome to The Pitch Session, a weekly podcast where we sit down and we discuss a real company's brand, and over the course of 4 15-minute segments, give ideas for photo content, video content, and marketing strategy to help better tell their brand story. Hi, everybody. My name's Jason.
I'm Hilda.
And I'm Nathan.
And together we are EO7 Media, and this is The Pitch Session. Guys, how you doing?
Good.
Great.
We're changing it up a little bit. We don't have the wide camera this time, so ready to dive in?
Do
Yes,
I
sir.
still look at you though when I talk to you?
Yeah, I mean this is
Okay.
this is us. We're just going to talk to us.
All right.
Okay. So real quick, before we dive in, I did want to share an email that we got from last week's episode.
Yay.
Megan from the Catholic school wrote to us and said, "Guys, this was amazing. I have no idea how to thank you all enough. As the person who knew nothing about where to start in the new position as marketing director, I now feel more comfortable going forward. And I hope I can put as much into this school as you say I need to. But all your information was extremely helpful. You all are so nice to do this for us. I wish we had the budget to hire you right now. Hopefully after a huge enrollment boost after using your ideas, we can work with you on the future. For now, I'll just recommend your company to everyone I know. Thank you, thank you, thank you all."
That makes me so happy.
Legitimately, like that
Yes.
makes me feel like we're doing a great
yeah.
thing.
When I
Very
read
nice
the
to
email,
get
that
that.
was just so rewarding. It really was.
And what is the name of the school exactly?
Yep. No, I'm
No.
kidding. It's St. Catherine Labor.
Oh,
St. Catherine Labor. That's
Dang.
right.
St. Catherine Labor. I was trying to remember it in my head, and I stumbled at the very
Yeah.
beginning. So
yeah.
But it just
and then it just flowed
Came
because
right
like
out,
literally
yes.
we spent like 3 hours on it last week, like
Yeah.
really going
Yeah.
through it,
Yeah.
and then as soon as that's done, I gotta
It's
go shoot this other
gone,
thing
yes.
now.
and that was a fun one. That was
fun.
We said afterwards it was like unconventional versus the other ones we had done.
Yeah.
So it was neat to get
Out
a
of the
different.
box.
And we have pitched schools before, but we had never pitched like a Catholic school and an elementary school.
Yep.
And on an episode of the show. too.
And on an
Yes.
episode
Just, like,
of the
different,
show.
We're sort of
So,
talking about a school today too, aren't we?
We are talking about a school. Hilda,
Great
Yeah.
very good
transition.
transition.
I'm learning.
Damn, that was smooth. Nathan, bring us up to date. Who are we talking about this week?
We were talking about One Stop Beauty. That's not the full name though. It is One Stop Beauty School.
School, yes.
Correct.
Yes.
One Stop
okay.
Beauty School.
Yes.
One Stop Beauty School. It is a Illinois nail school and aesthetics school. Teaches people how to be beauticians.
Okay. Where are they located at?
In
They're-
Chicago.
Yes.
Chicago? Oh,
You catch a sneeze.
yeah, you did.
They're in the
Again, bless you, Rex. Insert picture of Rex here. It's just cute.
they're on the west side of Chicago.
Yeah.
West
That was
side?
the details that I had.
And our cat producer is going nuts over there.
That is unbelievable.
Wow. Guys, I'm sorry for the. I'm glad the episode hasn't actually
So
started yet.
funny.
Yeah.
What is he
It's
allergic
kind of-
to over there? That's so
No,
funny.
he's
never sneezed
he's
like
had
that
a sneeze
before.
all week.
Oh,
He's
sweet
he's
baby.
my boy. Okay, let's go ahead and start up
Yeah.
the.
Should I tell the story?
Not yet.
I'll
Let's start up. So
the
section
next
number 1.
segment.
Let's learn all about the brand. Hilda, are you ready?
I think so. What do we need?
We're gonna learn all about the brand
Okay.
here.
Okay, I
Cool.
go into my notes first, and
Go
then
into your
we'll
notes.
go-
Let's start up the clock.
All right.
Okay.
Segment started.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So One Stop Beauty School is started as a salon in West Side of Chicago. Personal care services. They're kind of part of their brand is the one stop shop. That's why they're one stop. So they want to provide personal care services all in one place. In 2021, they expanded to a second location, and upon expanding, realized the need for a beauty school. That
Okay,
is
okay.
there's a need for that in the space. So they also added a beauty school to their repertoire, and Their goal is top-notch instruction from experienced professionals, teaching both skills in aesthetics and in running the business side. So
Good to know.
multiple
Good to know.
elements there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So their values are faith, dedication, contribution, and education. So
Okay.
we can get more into that as we.
Seems community based. Seems very
Yeah,
heavily
community-based.
giving back kind of thing.
Yeah.
absolutely.
And they also have a scholarship that they offer. You
Yep.
can apply for a scholarship or a grant. Is it a grant or a
It's a
scholarship?
scholarship. It's the Lotus Scholarship. They have a 501c3 organization status, which I believe that means they're a nonprofit.
Yes.
Right. At least in the school element, and they raise money to offer scholarships to people in re-entry or recovery programs to attend their beauty school and become a licensed nail technician or aesthetic
That's the wrong word.
Esthetician. I can't say it.
esthetician.
Yes, that's it.
Esthetician.
Esthetician, yes.
And yeah, I mean, if we want to talk about that scholarship is, we thought that was a big, I don't know, like a really compelling part of their mission
Yes.
was that they have
Especially
the
if they're
scholarship.
community
Yes.
centric.
Big
That's a thing.
differentiating factor.
I've never seen that.
Yeah.
Granted, I don't go hunting for beauty schools, but something our listeners should know is no matter what business you are running, we hope you can take something away from this. But a school system like this, like outside of academia,
Yep.
I've never seen anything
No.
with that.
And that's
kinda-
amazing.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Strong
Also-
interest. I'm sorry.
Sorry to
go
interrupt.
ahead.
You forgot to mention that even if you're not interested in beauty
I
stuff,
totally did.
Yep.
Yeah,
So you might want to
make sure you guys are paying attention. Even if you're not into the beauty school or beauty in general, makeup, you're going to learn something from here.
Yep.
So
Yeah, and
let's add on 30 seconds for that little range right there. No.
yeah, well, we still have 12 minutes, so that was the biggest thing I took note of. This scholarship.
Okay.
It shows a genuine interest in actually helping people.
Bingo.
So we're going to talk about marketing later, but in terms of their brand story, this is an example of a company that is doing something. You could call it activism. I mean, there's an involvement in actually making people's lives better because the purpose of the scholarship is to help people who have been in a certain way been disadvantaged, people who may have struggled earlier in their life.
Is that their entire population, or is because like we don't want to pinpoint that as their only?
I'm pointing out this scholarship because it this is not all they do. It's not purely for people who are in recovery or were previously in jail or things like that. But that is one
aspect,
part of their mission.
Okay, so let's start.
I guess we can move.
Everything
We
else
can move
then.
on to the
Yeah,
rest of it.
Good thinking. I'm gonna go ahead and start recording on the phone here.
Screen record.
Let's look at their website first, because if someone's gonna be hunting for them, they're gonna go to Google.
Yep.
They're gonna type in One Stop Beauty School, and I want to go because actually I found it really easy, and I wanted to show people that too. So I type in One Stop Beauty School. Literally, it's the first thing that pops up, which is awesome. That means their SEO is doing pretty good. They have 8 reviews on Google Business, all at 5.0. Fantastic. Also, something that a lot of people might not know, but having like tons of reviews at 5.0 is actually a hint of like maybe something's wrong.
Really?
It's usually like something sounds fake there. Like if you have like a 4.9 in there,
It's a little better.
it's actually sometimes more preferable because it feels more real.
Yeah.
If you have a lot of reviews.
A lot of reviews at like 4.9, 4.8 is
Yeah,
better than
that's amazing.
2 reviews at 5.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
So their Google business is like straight up. So I'm going to click on their website here. Click on the website, brings me right to the website. The first thing we see is a apply now. One Stop Beauty School, Dream, Invest, Achieve. Good slogan.
It could be, but it's not consistent to some other things. So I don't know if we should get into that now.
Okay.
So
Is it time to get into that? I think.
is that when we
Is it
discuss
worth
it now?
talking about?
I
that?
think we can. I think we
Okay.
can. Let's not
You
dwell too long
You
on
said
it. 'Cause
dream, invest, achieve.
Dream, Invest, Achieve.
Okay, well, off the bat for me, it sounds I kind of like that as a brand slogan because you're selling the idea that if you want to be really successful in this
Bingo.
business, you need to make an investment
Correct.
and get the utmost level of education.
Yes.
And that is one of the things that they talk about earlier here in my notes. Top-notch instruction from experienced professionals. They have a workshop where they bring in industry professionals trying to help you build
How long
networking
is the workshop?
connections.
Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over
No,
you.
it's fine. I don't have the
I think
length of the
workshops are a couple of days versus the school is like 300 hours or something like that. So
Oh.
workshop and school is different. And I think that's the one thing that they could do a little better is to clarify what the difference is between a workshop and the whole school
That's a really
licensing.
good point. 'Cause
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a difference.
Yes. Oh, there is.
But the value of that, as far as their slogan,
Yes,
is
yes.
that this is a major investment.
Correct.
To go to
Correct.
schooling for it, to
Correct.
get certified, all this stuff. So that was my thought. But
Okay, makes sense.
I think it's really good. The logo with the slogan at the bottom, it's perfect because you are using your brand color to stop, achieve. Like that's great because those are the things you want to stop and look at.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
brings me down to the next thing I really want to talk about really fast. I'll be really fast. But it says unlock your beauty potential at One Stop Beauty School. Your hierarchy of text here. If people are scrolling really fast, they're going to stop and look at the colored items first, and they're not going to look at the other words. That's why usually you have that one bold big word on a billboard on the side of the highway. This as I'm going very fast past this, I see potential one beauty, and I would think this is coming from me. I would think you would put in red unlock your potential.
I
And
agree.
You put those in red,
Yes.
and then everything else will kind of make sense
Yes.
once you read it.
Yes. Agreed.
Everything else on here is pretty good, but Hilda, you had an issue.
No, it was just because the Dream, Invest, Achieve, I don't think that follows through on the Facebook notes, where you get to talk about your
Okay.
business. So I was trying to find that. So I think if that's their slogan, then they should just repeat that everywhere.
Right,
Not
and
just
that's like
there.
your brand story, and that's
Yeah.
something we preach really heavily. Is your brand story should come across in everything you do. In this podcast, in all our social media posts, we try and post that brand story is the most important thing. So every post you do, every Instagram, every Facebook, every social media,
Yeah.
should be brand storytelling first.
Yes.
excuse me.
So if this is on your website, that should translate over to your Facebook, to your Instagram, to your YouTube.
Yep.
Nathan, what else do we have here? I do like at the very bottom here that it has all the information ready to go, super nice and
Yes,
clean and easy
I
to
love the
find.
layout of the website. I absolutely love the colors.
Yeah, it's very
clean. Clean and cohesive.
Yeah.
And then the page.
Okay.
Should we talk about the pages, or
I
is-
think we should talk about their avatar and their
That's right.
goals with
Yep.
this
Okay.
campaign.
Let's do it.
So their avatar is female, age 25 to 40,
Mm-hmm.
in Chicago area. Somebody looking for a career change or an aspiring entrepreneur. So they're trying to bring in people who want to learn how to be
Got it.
beauticians,
Like full-time.
estheticians.
Yep.
Not like a side hustle. This
Yes.
is like a
Yeah,
full-time.
big
Yeah,
thing.
a career.
I thought career change was interesting. So somebody looking to
did
start
too.
something new.
Which
Yeah.
totally makes sense. Yeah.
Very interesting. And then let's see, the goal with this campaign would be to actually get people in the door, right? Like seal the deal,
Seal
so
the
to
deal.
speak.
Yep.
All right.
So that's the focus of what the content we would be recommending or giving ideas for,
Yep.
And-
Agreed.
getting people in the door.
Yes. So I think everything we look at, everything we do, everything we pitch has to have that in mind.
Got it.
So
Yep.
the avatar is the person we're marketing toward, the female 25 to 40 with our career change. And the goal is sealing the deal.
Okay. So
Okay.
I just found their Instagram, and
Yes.
the first
I will
thing
go
it
to their
says
Instagram.
is, "We guide you in creating your dream beauty business," which is great. But then the words that are on the website should also match this, and then they can write under there, "We guide you in creating your beauty business." So that could be the explanation after they have their slogan. That would be my
We
only.
guide you in creating your dream beauty business. Okay.
So you're kind of talking about you'd like to see maybe a more standardized
Yes.
messaging across
Yes,
all their platforms.
That's correct. Because like the logo and the colors and
More
everything, yeah,
consistency.
more consistency.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Consistency.
Mhm. Like I think it's there. Is that the Dream, Invest, Achieve? Like that should be at the top.
I think so too.
Yes.
I think that has
So
to
it should be Dream, Invest, Achieve. Then we guide you in
Yeah,
creating
yeah.
your dream beauty business.
because it needs to be simple, right? Right
Yeah.
at the beginning.
Yep.
And then if they're interested, then they read more. That's like doing a teaser for like a movie.
Yeah.
You'd release a 30-second thing just to get your interest, to get you to go see the movie.
And good job with the link tree. That's
The link trees are freaking fantastic.
Yes, love it.
I recommend them for everybody.
And what about the content of their Instagram? What do you guys think about that?
I don't know if we want to talk. Do you want to talk about this now, or do you want
I
to talk
don't
about
know.
this with marketing?
It's up to you.
Well, maybe just assess what
Just
they have
okay.
and then give our critiques.
It looks like a product page.
Yeah.
It straight up looks like you're selling nail
Nails.
polish.
Yes. So that was my first thing that caught my eye is like if this is a school, then there should be more people doing nails at the school.
Yeah, I would people.
People.
That's your number one.
Yes.
I want to see people doing something,
Yes.
not the final product, because the final product is something that I want to be sold to.
Yes.
I want that to be me. If you are selling the school, then I want to see how I could fit in the shoes of the person in the image.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of reels, which are fantastic. Reels are really good for getting people into your page right away. What are the reel pages like? Okay, yeah. Just keep posting. Reels aren't there to blow you up. They're there to get more attention to you. Because they act the same way as TikTok. It's just to drive the force. There's a lot of disconnection here with text and ads and images. The rule of thumb, especially when it comes to anything visual based, the marketing rule is 80-20. It's called the 80-20 rule. 80% of what you are posting online should produce some kind of value for someone else.
Okay.
They should come. You need to give them a reason to come back to your page, not just to look at it once and be done.
So 80% produces value for someone else.
Yes.
And then what's
the 20% is for your own needs, like
So that's what
like
you're
selling
selling,
or
yes.
advertising,
Yes.
things like that. So 80% on here needs to be like, hey, this is what we do here, and really that value can be educating what we do, and actually that's selling at the same time. So it's actually double great. So if you're doing a school, you can be like, today we're teaching all about this, and then show a little behind the scenes.
Okay.
Even if it's just a photo of like, the instructors talking to the people and everyone, doing the product.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool.
Yeah. And I think that was.
Sorry, we're getting
No,
into
that's
photo.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Setting seeds for later.
Yeah.
But anything else about their, we got website, social media. We've talked about.
They
most
do
of
not
that.
have a YouTube, which I will get into.
Yeah.
Yes, and
in
they
the video.
they said they had it in when they wrote in, but we couldn't find it. Is that right?
Right.
No, I think she said she needs help with YouTube and
They
Google
said the most help
mostly.
they need is YouTube and Google
Yes.
Business.
Yes. So maybe she just needs help.
Really are the two I
yeah.
preach the most.
Right.
So.
There you
And
go.
did we mention anything about Facebook in terms of their content on Facebook?
It's not as great as Instagram is. So I mean, it's still there, but I think overall, like the whole photos need a little bit more work, because it's like Jason said, I'm not shopping for nails if I'm looking for a school. It's like I want to see who's teaching me, what they're teaching me, how they're teaching me. Yeah, I want more of that.
Cool.
And when do we talk about the pages, or is that different?
The
time?
pages, well, like on the website,
Yeah.
that would have been pretty much during this section. It'll come
Yeah.
up when we
Okay.
get to
I
marketing.
I
Because
think we
wanna
can
get
talk
into
about
that.
that with marketing, because
Okay.
I think
Marketing, that's
I
it.
think that's super important. So stick around for that. That's that little marketing right
We're
there.
talking about how they might organize their website better, so we can talk about that.
Yeah.
And I think
the
you
last
brought
section.
up probably the most important thing about that, which we'll get into in a little bit. But I think that's what's deterring people from actually taking that next step to get in the door, to seal the deal.
Yep.
And that's direly important.
Yeah, because I mean, if I get confused, a lot of people get confused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we get into that,
All right.
is there anything else we need to know about their brand before we dive into video?
I think that the one thing that's hugely missing, and I can speak from a personal perspective because I know the owner of the beauty school. Her name is Bibi. She's one of my former clients, and she has the most amazing personality, and she's beautiful. I think she needs to be featured more all over the website, Instagram, everything else.
Okay.
Okay.
There's the
Okay.
timer.
Time up.
Perfect.
And that's about it.
Perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and dive into video.
What do we
Yeah.
have, Jason?
Changing it up a little
Yeah,
bit.
you're
Right?
going first.
All right. So I'm going to lean on you here
Okay.
for a bit of this because the target market is female
Okay.
and 25 to 40 and a career change. This is literally who you were when you started your business.
That is correct.
So I'm going to say like really quick, like bullet point
Okay.
ideas. What were some of the things like when you were considering changing from being a paramedic to a photographer?
Okay.
What were the things that were like calling out to you?
Like, what were my concerns?
Concerns,
Yeah.
thoughts, like what
Like-
made you go like, maybe I do need a change and this might be the avenue I go with.
Well, it was because I didn't want to be on the ambulance anymore since I had kids. But I wanted to know like how to proceed. I guess that would be my major. Like I was looking for information.
Okay.
So, what are the steps? How do I get there? What do I do? Where do I start? Do I need a license? Like I didn't know where to turn.
Okay. So
Yeah.
like a lot of more information.
I was looking for all sorts of information.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I was going with this
Okay.
because like my first thought was, beauty schools and hair and makeup in general,
Yeah.
they rely really heavily on visual based glamour.
Yes.
So like you go to any Instagram page for a hair and makeup, it is just beauty shot, beauty shot, beauty shot, beauty shot. And I think what BB might be doing here, the One Stop Beauty School, sorry, I got to say
Yeah.
that right. What One Stop Beauty School might be doing here is they're following that trend and they're missing the mark because of it.
That is correct.
So
Because that would make sense if she was promoting her own shop,
bingo.
but she's promoting the school. So like the
Yep,
visuals have
yep.
to be different. Yeah.
Okay, so I think with that in mind, again, like I was going to say, I want something like glossy and really pretty, but I don't think that's the right thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be really nice. One, you need a YouTube.
Yes.
You have to have a YouTube channel. Have to have a YouTube. Every business should
Tell
have a
them
YouTube
why.
channel. YouTube channel is your YouTube is connected to Google. Google owns YouTube. Google is the number one most used search engine on the planet. YouTube is the number two most used search engine on the planet. And if you look on Google, Google loves video, so Google will always post video first in your search option. So if you are on YouTube, your chances of being found on Google are much higher. So that is perfect SEO without doing much work. So on that note, I think once you have your YouTube channel, you will have a welcome video at the very top. I watched the video of BB on YouTube that we did find, and she is charismatic. She is very like you can see that
Yep.
she actually cares about what
Yes.
she's doing.
Yes.
It's not for show.
Yeah.
And being in the marketing world, like you can
Yes.
tell the difference.
Yeah,
when
she's
it's
not
like
a fake
showy
person. No, she's not a showy fake person.
so I think she needs to be the face.
Yes.
I think that's way too important.
It doesn't hurt that she's attractive, let's be honest.
Very true.
Okay.
Very true.
And the fact that she's charismatic, attractive, and has passion for
Yeah.
her work, I mean, boom, there you go. That has to be a video.
To me, passion will outsell like if you have passion about something and really care about what
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
you're doing, that will come off clearer than having like a celebrity person come in.
100%.
So I think having her face as the main talking point for all the videos, because then we get to know her.
Yep.
Every video they do, she needs to be the main
Yeah.
focus point.
Even if there's other instructors.
Yeah,
Yes. But
She
she's
could
like,
be
let me
interviewing them.
introduce you.
Yes.
Yep.
And even if it's like their video, like the instructor's video, BB needs to start
Yep.
and finish
Yep.
so that we understand that this is her company. Because what it's going to do is it's going to make everyone watching these videos say, I know her. I like her. She likes me. It's like there's this weird disconnect in your brain when you watch shows like, let's say, Friends.
Okay.
If you were to see any of those 6 people on the street, chances are, if you are a hardcore fan of that show, chances are you're not going to call them by their real name. You're going to call them Rachel, Chandler. You're going to say this thing. That's going to be the first thing that pops into your head because you're emotionally connected with them. So the more she's in front of the camera with any video, people are emotionally connected with her. And that means they want to be her.
Yep.
They want to be with her. They want to
Yep.
work with her. They want to buy what she's selling. Okay. So that's the number one, like, big tip. 2, on the very first video on your YouTube page, it's called like a welcome video. That needs to be glossy. That needs to be a 30-second, 45-second, welcome to the One Stop Beauty Salon. Welcome to the One Stop Beauty School. I know they go by 2
Yep.
different names.
Yeah.
And that needs to be nice. It needs to look really promising, but it needs to show what's going on, not the final product. Again, I'm putting myself in a 25 to 40-year-old woman's shoes.
And I'm telling you, I would want to see BB, not the
that's
nails
it.
that the students produce.
I don't care about the nails.
Yep.
I don't care about the makeup.
Yep.
I don't care about that.
We know that's why they're there.
Yes.
That's I know I'm going to that beauty school as a woman to learn about nails and skincare and everything
Right.
else. But who is teaching me? Who is taking my money?
That's what I want to
Yeah.
see. But that 30 to 40-second video needs to be high
Yes.
quality.
Yes.
High, good camera movements, good lighting. No,
Because that shows that she cares about her
Bingo.
business as a professional. Yes, that is correct.
That's exactly it. Because the first taste you get of gloss, because anyone going into the hair and makeup
Yeah.
world,
Yeah.
I'm sorry I keep saying hair and makeup, but that's,
Yeah. You're a
anyone
boy,
who
it's
goes
okay.
into this world, the beauty school world, knows that it's all about the final product.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
But if I'm going to spend money, I want to know that I'm being taken care of and who's taking care of me.
Yep.
Okay, so that 30 seconds needs to be high energy, really fun, not a lot of talking. Maybe just some like talking points like in text. Be like, learn this, investment. Like having like her slogan is freaking
Yes.
perfect. I would say I put that all the way through and then
Yep.
work off that.
Yep.
But so once that's done, 30 seconds, not that big, you need to be making videos every day. No question. And they don't have to be good. They
Yeah.
don't have to be like high quality.
Yeah.
They just need to be information.
Yep.
Tons and tons and tons and tons of information.
Mm-hmm.
And I would create different playlists. One playlist would just be information if you're interested in the school, information for actually being a part of the school.
Mm-hmm.
And then another one would be like, here's just cool
Yeah.
videos.
Or if you're interested only in nails, then
Right.
the nail section.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The more categories you have, the better. Because if I go to a YouTube page and they have like 40 playlists, I dive in because I'm like, which one am I most interested in? I will watch all of these first. And if those interest me, then I'll start branching off into everything else.
I just had a thought. Could you address maybe, I wonder if some people are scared that sharing information is going to have the opposite effect?
Like what we're doing
Yeah.
right now, like we're giving
Yeah.
away free
Yeah.
information. Here is the end all be all rule. I can go into marketing psychology.
Don't.
But
We don't have that kind of time.
we got to do a whole episode on marketing
Yeah.
psychology. I really want to.
Yeah.
But what the thing is the more you give, the more it's going to come back. Because if they are, and I'm not saying like do all these videos about how to do everything.
Because
You know,
they still need to be the hands-on
They still
to
need
get
to be
the
the hands-on.
licensing. Yes.
Bingo. You need to be in person. You need to learn it in person. But I think what's really important is showing why and what. Like you're showing like who they're working with. You're showing how they're working together. You're not showing the step-by-step process
Yeah.
of how to.
Right.
And what you're doing is you're showing there is a lot of substance here. You're not getting all the substance of the real material, how to do it,
Bingo.
but you're getting an idea of that there's a lot. And you see, as you were talking, I was going to ask you,
please.
how are these informational videos getting people in the door?
Right.
And I think that key part of it is you show them something that's useful to them, but also give them a great sense that really the substance is when you walk through the door and you
Bingo.
get in that class. That's where
Bingo.
you really get educated.
Love that.
So I think on that note, all your videos should have a template. Start off with your logo. Really quick intro. I'm talking like 1 or 2 seconds max. Quick little intro from BB. And then quick. Like, welcome to the One Stop Beauty
Yeah.
School. Today we're going to talk about this. Boom, done.
That's
into it. Get into it. No long intro. Get right into it. Do your little like minute, 2 minute, maybe 3 minute max. If you're talking to a female audience of 25 to 40, short.
Yeah.
Short videos. Sorry,
I
you
think
don't want to go into it.
1 minute is very doable for most people.
And then you can
Yeah.
make shorts.
Yeah.
And shorts are like the TikTok of the YouTube world. And then if you make that vertical video, if you make that short video, that video can go on every other social media platform
Yep.
at the same time.
So she doesn't have to keep creating new ones.
So you don't have to keep
Yeah.
creating new ones. You can
Yep.
just keep pumping them out.
Love that.
And the good thing is if you make like a 3-minute video, then you can cut that down to like 6 short videos. So every video you make, you should be making into shorter ones as well. But it needs to be a really quick intro because everything needs to be branded because they need to remember who this is. It's not about the video itself. It's about getting them in the door, sealing that deal. The very end needs to be, now if you want to learn more, contact us now. Have that call to action at the end of everything. And then make sure you have a lower third in your brand colors, in your brand text. A lower third is a little graphic that goes along the bottom. Maybe I'll put something here if I remember right. But like at the beginning of the show, when we have a lower third with our names. And you should know, you should see who it is, and you need text throughout the whole thing. It doesn't need to be subtitled through the whole thing. Shorts do though. Shorts have to be subtitled.
Why?
Because what is it, like 86% of people who watch videos on their phone watch it with the sound off.
That's right. Yep.
You're
So-
watching Instagram on the on
Yep.
a train
Yeah.
or where you're,
If there is no subtitles, people will often just swipe up. And that's the scary part about these short videos is you have 3 seconds to get their attention. And if you don't have their attention in 3 seconds, people will swipe. They're
Another
done.
reason to have your beautiful face on
Bingo.
there.
That's what I'm
Yep.
saying. Right away, brand the beginning, get your face up there, show passion, show energy right at the beginning,
Yep.
and then go on.
Yep.
And here's the thing is you write out all the videos you want to do, right? You can record every single one of those intros in one batch session. You just stand in front of something beautiful in the background, preferably not a step and repeat, something nice like your school.
Yeah.
But and then just do like 50 different intros and then do like 10 or 12 different call to actions at the end that you can sprinkle in through all the different videos so it doesn't all feel the same thing.
Gotcha.
It doesn't feel like template at that point.
Can I ask you to go over some of the categories that
Yeah.
you're suggesting
Yeah,
for
let's
the videos?
talk about, you brought up a really good point about information. So I think any kind of video that would be like, here's how to contact us, here's how to go through the process. And that's just like one category, like how to do this. Visit our website, look for our information here, because people are going to look on a video for information before they actually go to the website and read information.
Right, like how to join our course.
How to join the course.
So there would be a link underneath the video.
Yep. Every video, every video you ever make should have description with your website, with call to action, with more information. Every video we put out there, we put additional links to other videos. Because if people are looking for more information and we say, if you like this video, check out this other video we did that you might also like. You want them staying on your channel. The longer they're on your channel, the more engagement YouTube sees, the more YouTube goes, oh, people like this, and then they'll push it out to more eyes. Okay, so keep them on your channel. Same thing with Instagram, same thing with TikTok. It's the exact same thing. So, sorry, I get really excited about
You were
this.
going like
I love it.
It's great to
I also
see.
like there's a
Yeah.
lot of information I want to give, and I just don't want to go over time. So
So we have educational
you have
videos.
education, but I would say
How to-
most of them.
how to join.
Most of them should be education because then you go into like maybe a free tip of the week. Every week you give away one free tip. Like, oh, you want to know how to get French tips perfectly? Use this little trip at home. If you give a little,
Oh, I just thought of something too. Like the tips could be for average everyday people
Bingo.
who never even considered
Who
signing
never even
up.
thought
but
about
if
it.
they keep watching it, then it's like reinforced. And maybe they know a friend who's looking to go to
and then
beauty
it's a
school.
career change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I never knew I wanted to do this, guys. When I was in college, I quit my major, which was sequential art, and I was this close to quitting college and going to beauty school. I
What?
wanted to do hair.
Really?
What?
I wanted to do hair color and hair dyeing, and all my girlfriends in college, like girlfriends, friends or
Yeah,
girls,
yeah.
they all came over and I would bleach their hair and I'd color their hair, and I loved it. I was so close to doing it.
Wow.
And then I found film, and everything went out the window.
But that is how you start, I guess.
But that's how you start.
You started something with a hobby, and
Yeah.
you see the you're learning from the best source
Right.
on YouTube, some
Right.
YouTube channel that's really great, and then you see that they have a course, and
Bingo.
at that moment
That's
that
it.
you're ready to
Nice.
take the next step,
Yeah.
there it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
And if they're looking for a career change, especially because I think at 25, you're still kind of finding your career, but at 40, it's probably a career change.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
if that's the
Right.
case, giving a little tip, giving a free tip once a week, or like free tip Tuesdays or something silly like that. But it gets people to come back. And that's your thing. You need people to come back because you can't sell someone on something one time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
There's a reason Coca-Cola
time.
makes crazy amounts of advertising. Coke never needs to advertise again. When you think
Yes.
of pop, what is the number one pop you think
Coke.
of?
Like
Right.
people use the word Coke instead of pop.
I drink Dr. Pepper exclusively. Okay.
I sometimes call it a Coke on accident.
But it's very easy to slip into the Coke mentality because they're marketing.
Yeah.
They're not marketing to you to buy their product. They're marketing to you that every time you think of a pop,
Yep.
you think of Coke.
Yep.
So having this out there, having that constant barrage, and this is why I'm saying a video per day, and they don't need to be great. They need to be consistent.
Ooh, bingo.
Time's up.
All right.
I don't know if I can follow you with all that. Dude, like you were on
brought the
today.
energy.
Holy
I was
cow.
excited.
All right,
That was
cool.
Fantastic.
And I didn't think beauty school was going to get you this excited. Then I find out that you almost went
Really
to
close.
beauty
I was
school.
really
Okay.
close.
That's funny.
All right, Hilda,
So-
take us into photos.
I will talk about photo now. So obviously, like I mentioned on their Instagram, I want to see more faces. I want to see, especially BB's pretty face. I want to see her interacting with the students. I want to see the teachers that are there, and I just want to see more people having fun, and obviously showing the product. I also want to see more pictures of the school, like how does the school look from the outside? How does it look from the inside? And a little side note, I hope they're taking advantage of the fact that they're on Milwaukee Avenue and have like huge signs
I didn't even
everywhere,
notice that.
right off Milwaukee Avenue.
Okay.
So it's like, hundreds, if not thousands of cars drive by.
How would you deal with that with photo, though?
I would say something like, it would be like a huge poster. It
Yeah.
would say something like, considering being considering going to beauty school, stop in today for more information, and then like either a shiny picture of her or a shiny picture of happy students doing
wouldn't-
things.
I would only do the photo of her if she already had the presence online.
Got
If
it.
she has like 4 or 5 years
Got
of
it.
building up that presence,
Okay.
then her face
Well,
is...
what would you put for
Well,
photo?
for photos, I would worry about, like, do you ever go to a college campus and like you walk around a college campus and they have those little like flag banners hanging
Yeah.
off the little light posts,
Yeah.
and they show like a student in a class like smiling, opening
Yeah.
a book. Like, it's really kind of cheesy, but
Yeah.
it's like, I know, without even questioning it, I know that's a real student in a real classroom.
Okay.
Whether they're being told to smile
Yeah,
is
yeah.
more
So perhaps
because
show that then. Yeah.
I work on that. But
Yeah.
showing students enjoying
Yeah.
themselves.
Yeah. And it needs to be huge. Like I see that her store has giant windows, so I hope like she takes advantage of
Those
that.
windows had better be filled with
Yes.
photos.
Yes.
Giant,
Yes.
high quality.
Super
that
high
cannot be
quality.
300 DPI. That needs to be like what, like 1200 DPI?
At
I
least,
don't know
depending
how
on
that
the
works
size.
Yeah, something like that.
at that level.
Because I mean,
or roster.
and it has to be a smiling, happy human
Yep.
face, because that's
Humans.
that's what attracts us. That's what we're programmed for. So when people are stuck in traffic, they're like, "Oh, I wonder what's that? Oh, beauty school." So then they're not only are they looking at the human face, they're looking at her branding.
Right.
And if she's near a stoplight, like my studio is, it's like people will get bored even looking at their phone, and they start looking around, and it's every day. And so when the concept of like, do you know any beauty schools come up, then obviously that's going to be the first thing that they think of.
And that's a good idea. And that's the repetition factor that I was talking about with Coke,
Yeah.
is that the more you do this, the more your branding is the same branding, same colors, same fonts, same style. People will eventually not see the name of the company. They'll just associate it with
Yep.
your brand, which is the more you do that, the more you can take advantage of other brands using the same colors, using in the same field. It doesn't matter. The more you do it, the more you're going to be the iconic face in that field.
Makes sense.
Yeah, using marketing outside the storefront is a great way. It's like
think
the
so.
most
Yeah.
one of the most direct ways, because it's people actually. That's the quickest way to get someone in the door, is if they're in front of the door and
Yes.
they see something
Yes.
attractive. you
And
know,
also,
on the
I like
outside.
I would definitely do something like they have those little sticky holders for like 5x7 flyers, or like have flyers literally stuck to the glass on the outside, so when foot traffic walks by, they could just grab info if they need
And
it.
again, fill
Yeah.
it with faces
Faces.
of students.
Faces of
and
students.
I think, as opposed to video, when I was saying it, like, it doesn't need to be high quality.
With this, we should do very
Photos
high
need to be
quality.
high quality.
With
agree.
with this, I would love to do like some really like studio oriented like fashion
Really
magazine
good
type
lighting.
shoots, like
Yep.
3 lights at least, the key fill and hair light and bounce. What is that? Diffusion and all like all the
glamour.
stops,
And
taken
that's
out,
the
yeah.
word right there. It's glamour, because you want to sell the glamour.
Well,
of
you're
it.
you're selling the dream. You're selling
selling the
here's your
dream.
future. So you
Bingo.
got to show it like in a high.
So the more high quality it is, the more people are willing to invest in something.
Yep.
And this is the interesting thing I was going to point out is if we're going to do that, it'd be great to shoot the models when they've like a model that's been done up by one
By
of the
the student.
students, and showing the possible finished product of your education in one of the courses would be a great way to create the urgency of I'm interested in being a beautician or whatever, and I know I need to get licensed, but also seeing the what people who have gone through the full course are capable of is going to get you to really go to that school and go through the door. So I was
just about to go into that.
More on that note, they have programs. One of them, the nail technology curriculum, is 350 hours of schooling. That's the amount of curriculum they have. They have basic training, 50 hours. That's within the nail curriculum. But basically, they have programs that are like over hundreds of hours of work. So I thought a great way to frame the photos would be you take a really high quality glamour shot of a woman who's just had her makeup done by one of their estheticians.
Yeah,
Is
okay.
I think that's right.
Better than me. Yeah.
And show, maybe you do a before and after, which is kind of like, I don't know, a typical idea, but one that's like 0 hours of
Training.
schooling at
Ooh,
one
I love
stop,
that.
and show what a woman looks
I
like
love that.
made up with 0 hours of training,
Yep.
and then 350
The
hours
hours.
of training, and
350 hours.
show the difference
Oh.
of how much more advanced a woman's
Skills.
looks after
Yeah.
after they've been made up by someone who has that amount of training, to show
Boy.
what the final result is.
I
of-
would go in there
I
and
love
drop a check like that.
Yeah.
You know,
So-
Because when you're a hobbyist and you maybe have an interest in something and you see what somebody who's extremely proficient
Yes.
is capable of doing in
Yes.
that field,
I love
that's
that.
that creates the urgency of like,
I
oh, I
love
need
Yes.
that. I need the high level of education and expertise. So yeah, in that
Absolutely love
case, you want people, but to show to draw people
Yeah.
in, but also showing the finished product
Yes.
of what somebody could be capable
yes.
of is exciting.
100%. I
So
absolutely love
I
that.
actually have a photo series idea that I'd like to run by you with that in mind. I think it would be really cool. And there's something that people do this in the film world
Okay.
quite often. But you take a pro versus an amateur, and then what you do is you bring an amateur into the school, someone like their first day, right? And then you bring someone who's on their 350th hour, like end beginning. You give the amateur the best possible makeup stuff you can give them.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you give the pro your bottom tier, like
Like
Walgreens,
what they picked up at Walgreens,
like the
yeah.
stuff like in the discount aisle. Okay.
Yep.
And then you do like you shoot all this, you shoot all lots of this, right? And I want to see video, but really what it comes down to is photo.
It's
I think
great
photo's gonna
video
sell.
idea, but photo works.
Yeah.
I think photo
Yeah.
would sell way better. And at the end, you show them you show the model next,
Yeah.
and it'd be good if it was the same model, so that way you have your face,
Yeah.
and then basically what it's selling you is like the product doesn't matter.
Yep. It's not the
The
tools,
skills
it's the
that
skill.
well, like I've always said,
Yeah.
what my life motto is: it's not the hammer that builds the table, it's the carpenter wielding the hammer. You give a carpenter a piece of crap, a good carpenter, a crap hammer, he's still going to make you a great table. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what you're teaching is you're teaching the carpenter
Yep.
that.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Because if you can leave that school and do amazing work without having, now I got to spend $3,000 on a makeup kit. It's like, no,
No.
there's a lot more. It's not just makeup, right? I keep using makeup. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
right.
it's-
It's nails.
Nails and skincare. That's what estheticians do. They
Esthetician.
learn about skincare.
Okay. Sorry.
Yes.
I keep going into makeup, but
Yes,
please
because-
take that
is-
as like nails.
Could you talk about what an esthetician
I
does?
I'm very limited on that, but I think it's just estheticians teach you like they go and do like the steaming and the pore opening. So basically like skincare upkeep. Like it's like when you go to the gym to work out.
Like almost
you
like medical.
go to an esthetician to keep your skin in great shape because having good skin is the best foundation for any makeup.
Oh, duh. Yeah, that makes
Because
sense.
if your skin is shit, then
right.
yeah,
And also they have a permanent makeup artist
yeah,
advanced classes.
yes.
Okay.
Which is really cool to know.
So, what are more things that we can do with photo to get people in the door?
I
That's the-
think, here's my cool idea.
Uh-oh.
Again, this has to be gloss. This cannot be like cell phone pictures. This has to be staged, good lighting. You go to your previous clients' businesses. Okay, like I think a lot of people like doing like testimonials would bring like the previous.
Oh, you mean
like, the
previous clients that
students.
went to school
Yes,
there?
yes,
Got it.
yes.
So previous
Sorry,
students.
previous students who went on to open their own business.
Yep.
And then you go shoot their business, and you have a big like them standing in front of their logo with their awesome studio behind them, something like that. And then that is ringed in your branding,
Yes.
and you post that
Yes.
as like once a week, like client success stories or something like that.
Spotlight.
But it needs to be high gloss.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to show someone who succeeded, they need to look amazing. And I would suggest doing these as carousels. Because like here's the hero shot, and then here's them working with their clients. Here's them working with their staff, meaning that they're also teaching, they're also engaging and growing as a business.
Little sidebar with that.
Yeah.
I think they only started in 2019 though, so I don't know if they have clients with successful businesses yet. But
it's a good idea
It's a
for-
good
But
idea
it's
for the
something to go-
future. Yeah, 100%.
And they don't have to be like giant businesses. Like if someone opened their own business and like they're a
Exactly.
travel wedding
Yeah.
business,
Exactly.
there you go.
Then you can shoot them on location. Doesn't have to be in a
Yes.
brick and mortar
but
store.
it does need to look good.
Yes.
Like that,
Absolutely.
again, that can't be like a cell phone quickie little thing.
No.
That needs to be lit well. You need to have the rim lighting. You need to have the fill and the key and the soft lighting. And that's the one thing. If you're going to put money into photo, if you're going to put money into marketing, put money into photo. Because that you can use that forever.
Yes.
Once you post a photo, doesn't mean you can't ever post it again.
Yeah.
You can use that photo indefinitely.
100%.
And I would actually repost this stuff once every couple months.
Yes. And it's useful to have images because you can create physical media that is the same image as what you put online. So there's more consistency in your messaging, and so versus
I
video.
also would want to. I would want to see like what tools they're using to learn, like like how like
interesting.
buffering the nails. I don't know, like the tool. It's like, are you going to show me how to use all the new modern technology that's available? Stuff
Yeah.
like that.
That's a good point. I didn't think about that.
And this is kind of a piggyback off Jason's idea of having informational videos. We can take photos of the process or treat it like product shots, like the women's nails,
Yeah.
and like do a high quality version of those and pair them with text on like how to do this. The
Yeah.
three steps to doing this particular beauty thing. And
So you don't have to make a video for it. You could make something
it
pretty
could be
simple.
a carousel on
Yep,
Instagram,
carousel.
but and it's informative, and there's also that, like, if you really want to get into it, learn more, this is where you
And
come
now you
Yeah.
contact
check
us.
us
Yeah,
out.
but you
Yeah.
definitely have to do the product with the person using the product, and you have to show the faces. Yeah.
Right. I think end all be all, your photos need to have the human element.
Yes.
If it's just nails, you're selling me nail polish.
Yes.
If I'm looking for a
Yeah.
career,
You
that's
need
not
a
it.
You need a little bit of that to show how good the quality
But
is.
it can't be the
But it can't
main.
be the main thing, right?
Right. But you're right. You're right. You do need to show the finished product, but it can't be the main
Yeah.
because you're not going to sell me on that.
And to get people in the door, I think the strongest idea is to give them a little bit of information that is effective for that they can actually use, but that shows the level that they're kind of missing out on by not being enrolled in a course.
Yes. Here, today we're going to show you how to do this, but if you want to learn more, here's the laundry list of things that we can teach you.
You know what? Yeah, that's also, I would say, when we were looking at their website, there was a little bit of confusion that we had about exactly how many different types of courses they have.
Definitely going to get
How
into
does
that.
how does
Yep.
this course differ from the other? And because they have a lot of options, so maybe creating media for the Instagram account that just has information.
Yeah.
This I guess is a slight departure from photos, but you could always pair.
Yeah,
some,
and it
some
could be like
photos
it could be
with
photo information like what you do
just-
with EO7.
but just
yeah.
something
Right,
that
right.
actually provides the list of things that you could go there
Yes.
for in a simple way. I don't know if we really saw that in say an Instagram post.
I
No,
didn't.
I
haven't
didn't
seen
see
it.
anything
No.
like that. No.
And if there's like standard stock photos that we would shoot for
Yeah.
them if we came in,
Yeah.
that they could pair with that
Yes.
information.
That's right.
Yes.
And then when we go in there to shoot photos, we don't do like 5 photos. We do 500 photos, so you have the entire year.
Right.
to-
And then
yeah.
you have tons
Yeah.
to play with. The last thing I want to put on there really quick, since we're putting BB as the face of this, since she is the charismatic face, I think the other aspect of face information, especially on the website, but you should be doing this on every social media. Give me headshots.
Oh my
Give
God,
me headshots
yes.
of the main people in charge.
Yes.
Give me the headshots of all the instructors, even if they're an
Yes.
instructor for one time. Give me a headshot.
Yeah, and the
Tell
people
their
who
story.
graduated and like
And
yeah.
tell me the graduates. You can have one page just dedicated to graduates. It'd be fun. But
and then they could have a little blurb about what was their favorite part about the school.
and what you would recommend. Would you
Yeah.
recommend it to other people? Blah, blah, blah.
Absolutely.
Nice and easy. Use it
Hey,
forever.
there we go.
Right.
I'm getting
You are so pumped today. I think I'm gonna have more Dr. Pepper.
do it. Caffeine. Okay. Let's
We
dive
gotta talk
into
about-
section 4.
Which is I don't know what.
Marketing.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
So
I
have lots of notes on this. Okay.
So where do you want to start first? Because let's start with one thing and then go to the next thing.
I want to start with the website. I'm chomping at the bit.
That's kind of what I
Okay.
wanted to start with.
So
Okay.
I love the website, like I said earlier. But when it comes to the breakdown
Here,
of the
you want to use
website,
my phone since I'm
okay,
recording?
Thank you. Yes. So I love everything about the logo and
Mm-hmm.
how it's laid out. What bothers me is when I click on the pages. So there's a lot of information. About Us is perfect.
Yep.
Programs, for example, that works. That's beautiful. This is how all the pages should look, and they don't, because when you go to was it Student Salon? So let's say Student Salon. Okay. Then this pops up suddenly. Okay, so like this welcome page keeps popping up even when I don't click on it.
I noticed that a couple times too. When I was
Okay.
just scrolling through, it kept popping
Yes,
up.
so that's a
One
little
time,
glitchy.
Okay.
And then on my phone, when I did that, it kept saying download app or open the app or something. So the fact that the information, the enter, the email us here or
Yeah,
contact
yeah.
us here, and so that these pop-ups are really bothersome, and I think they're accidental, so they kind of have to refine that.
Okay. It does feel like I was going through it hit me twice. And I'm
Yeah.
like, on a web page, it should do it once.
Yeah.
Because that's what a cookie's for.
Yeah.
It tells you that you've already been here. You've
Yeah.
already given this information.
Also, venting nails. I was curious about that. I'm like, what is
Yeah.
venting nails?
Yeah.
So I clicked on it, and then it says Venting Nails LLC by Cecilia Hernandez.
That looks like it went to a blog or like a different
right.
site.
So, which is a huge disconnect because I'm like, I'm here to learn about a beauty school. How do I sign up? And I'm like, what is venting nails? So I'm like, I was assuming that it's somebody that went to that
I
school.
thought it was a course.
But it doesn't say I learned my nail art or my skills from BB's One Stop Beauty School.
What is it?
I don't know. It talks about
It appears to be another company that is in some way affiliated with
One Stop Beauty School, but it doesn't say that.
That needs to be said on the button.
Yes.
It needs that needs to be very clear.
The button shouldn't be called venting nails
Correct,
because
correct.
what is venting nails? Is that somebody's name? Is that so? As it turns out, it's a nail salon name.
Perfect.
And which is
But
cute, but it's
Venting
like
Nails
yeah,
LLC.
LLC.
It's a great name.
But yeah, and it doesn't.
And it
doesn't
would
say
be
what it
fine.
is.
It would be perfectly good to have it on the website, but we would just recommend more
Yes.
context.
Yes.
we
Context
understand
before
what
you
we're-
click
not
on it.
only that,
looking
you're
at.
sending them somewhere else. So the school.
Is it? Is
yeah,
it a different website?
It's it's no, but it's linked with their website.
Oh,
but it
yeah,
says
it's-
you can
it's
book
not
venting
branded.
nails.
Yeah,
No,
I would-
so like link it from One Stop Salon to venting nails. That's fine with more info, but don't link it from the beauty school. And if you do, make sure that it says I went to this beauty school,
right,
and
right.
this is why I have my
I would
own
actually
business.
create a new page on the beauty school page
Yeah.
with all this information. If you want to learn more, please visit here.
Yes.
But everything should keep you on the same thing.
So it's sending them away. So
Yeah,
that bothers me.
yeah.
Also, when I want to learn more about the
Mm-hmm,
programs, it doesn't tell me what the prices are. So I accidentally came across one of the prices by clicking on shop.
Okay.
And it says, then the shop is, I was expecting like a t-shirt or
Yeah,
nails
the,
or whatever.
the word shop says product.
Exactly. So the first thing there is the nail boot camp, which is like, oh, there's the prices I was looking for
Okay,
for the,
okay.
which is another kind of disconnect. So
they list their like one of their classes
As a
essentially
shop.
Yes.
on the shop
Yes.
page.
Okay.
And that's the
alongside
only-
other things that are actually products.
yes,
like-
which is then you scroll down and
Yeah, no, I mean,
Yeah,
I,
there's like
I
nails,
say no,
yeah.
but
creams and kits.
There-
and
there you
things
go,
and-
there it
shop
is.
should be products.
so this is what I was expecting.
Yes, I was
okay?
too, 100%.
But this is so which nail boot camp is great, but then make the school and their prices separate from the shop
yes,
because
it
school
should be
doesn't say
services
yes.
or
So it could be
classes,
school
courses.
class info or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
That shouldn't
I
be
agree.
connected.
Or have two different sections in your shop.
That is correct.
Have Oh, you go shop? Oh, are you interested in our services or are you interested in our
School.
in our products?
Yes.
Like one or the other.
Yes, and if you don't want to put like, I know that schools are expensive. So
Yeah.
when I saw the price, I'm like $5,500. That's a lot. So if there's like a smaller option, like a beginning, if this is the least expensive, then you could say starting at.
Yeah,
Okay.
starting
Does that
at's a
make
good way to
So
go.
I need more information on this. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. So accelerated nail booth, that makes sense. It's like, oh, look what I'm saving.
Yeah.
And at one point, I also saw that they do payment plans. So this would be the place where it's like, if you can't afford it, we have
Here's
payment
plan.
plans.
That should
So
that should be on there,
simplify.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think that's a good rule overall for almost all social media and websites. Keeping it simple, especially when you're trying to sell a service like this. If you want to get them in the door, if you want to get them to buy money, keep it simple. Give the information to get them in the door.
Yeah.
Get them excited.
This
but
this whole thing doesn't. I don't know
I'm
what
a
that
little
is.
continue education request C. Request. I don't know what that says because it's not optimized for
Exactly.
For mobile.
for mobile.
Yeah.
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 One thing that, on a positive note about the website, is that, or rather also just about their general marketing, is that they offer like a 50% off discount to customers who want to get their nails or makeup done by students at the
yes.
school. And I think
right.
that is actually attractive for people who might want to be students because they get the idea that they're actually going to get to work with customers if they become a student at this school.
Yes.
Like the
Exactly.
school will give them opportunities to have real customers.
Yeah.
So that's attractive
I
to
love
people
that.
like, this is why you want to enroll in our course, because we're actually putting you on a track to get real customers.
That
So
makes sense.
maybe one recommendation for marketing is include that information more. Push that more on social media. That if you are a
Yeah.
student at our school, we're actually feeding you customers, and at a discounted rate.
You're
So-
right, because that's kind of lost in the shuffle of everything there.
Well, yeah, I don't know to what degree that is available on their Instagram, like that they're telling people, but it would be a great thing to
Yeah.
recommend to push more of.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we good on? One last thing for the website, the blog. The blog sends us. Hold on. I gotta re-hit start on the.
Actually,
screen
looking
recorder.
at their link tree too, that I like that they have the student salon appointments. You can
So
make
on
that.
here we have the blog. Blog is your number one best place to have SEO content. That's what really drives people to your website. All the information that like Chicago-based or whatever, change your career. You should have blog posts for all of this stuff.
Got it.
I go to the blog. It immediately takes me to a contact page.
Which is a lot of the
but
pages end up on the
That's
contact
it.
page. Yeah.
So either that's broken,
Or just-
there is no blog,
And then just take it off.
and then just take it off.
Yeah,
so either take it
there's-
off or just make a couple simple blogs, just really quick. Just put them up there. That's it.
Yeah.
So
I
it doesn't need
think
to be.
so. I love BB. I love you. Okay, this is like. But I think you're losing a lot of the people by confusing them. So
It needs to be
your
simplified.
website needs to be simplified, and it needs to make
More information, but
and clear information.
Clearer.
Yes.
yeah. And I think the best thing that would do is have a website professional come in, not someone who just builds websites, but someone who knows website design and flow.
Because the visual market, the logo and everything and the
everything
colors is
looks
beautiful.
great.
Yeah, you just need to fine tune it a little bit. Yeah, like the About Me page, the home page.
The homepage is fantastic.
Love that. Is her face on the About Me page? Because
I did
if
not
it's-
see it, and
yeah.
that's what brought up.
Yeah.
If it is, it's very small.
Is there an About Me page for One Stop, or is it about us?
It's
I think
it's
it's
about
us.
us. It's about our mission, which I kind of want BB on here.
Yeah.
You can have both though too. You
Yes.
can have
Definitely
about the
can.
founder,
Yes.
about us, the school, and then about the founder.
That is
Yeah,
correct.
I
Yes.
agree.
You're the face, girl. Use it.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's it for the website.
So that's it for
right?
I want to touch on one thing real quick for the video on how to market the video. You need to be on YouTube and TikTok. You need to be on TikTok. I am I am not a fan of TikTok. I am not the audience of TikTok, but I understand how it works. And your audience is on TikTok. If you are looking for people how to change their careers, if you're looking for people who are into beauty and nail design, and my wife will watch TikTok videos for 4 or 5 hours just scrolling through nail paintings and whatever.
Because she's
because
into doing her
because
nails.
she's into doing her own stuff. So If your videos are not on TikTok, you're wildly missing your drive. YouTube is the best place for like, hey, we're gonna make a video so people can watch it 2 or 3 years from now. YouTube is the archival library where you go to research and learn. TikTok's where you go, that's pretty. And if you want to watch
that's
more,
cool.
or that's cool.
Yeah.
You know,
It's a great way to generate interest.
That's what it is.
Absolutely.
TikTok
Yes.
is what we call a marketing funnel. Okay. You are looking at the top brand. People are coming in, looking at that top video. Oh, that's cool. Maybe I'll watch another one. And if you get their attention good enough, then they'll watch more. Then they'll watch more. Then if they watch 30 or 40 of your videos on TikTok, because TikTok's real stingy with how the TikTok audience is very
Okay.
stingy because they just want to live on TikTok. The problem is that you need them to get to your website.
They're not generous with their time, is what you're saying.
No,
kind of.
TikTok audiences
They
are
wanna
not
keep
good with their
scrolling.
time. They want to keep scrolling. So that's why you have 3 seconds. That first 3 seconds of your TikToks better be instantaneously awesome. Okay, you need movement.
Yeah.
You need that camera moving.
Yep.
You need lots of that stuff. But you need to be posting on TikTok a minimum of once per day. I think if you could do 2 or 3, it'd be way better.
And the TikTok content, I mean, we went over your ideas for their short form
It's the same thing.
videos, but you know, another thing would be just probably behind the scenes. Now, we didn't look. Did we watch any of their TikToks? I don't think so.
She didn't even know. I don't think so.
I didn't see it marked
It,
down.
it might not have been linked in there
Okay.
when she wrote in. But I
checking
would
it
guess if they're producing TikTok content, it's it's filmed on their phone and
Yeah.
stuff. So that's probably
that's fine.
solid.
And she can
definitely.
put that up as YouTube Shorts as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As if you make a video for one, you can make a video, the same video for every other platform.
And so that is producing visibility and you know just behind the scenes and things of that nature. But you know, our recommendation of
Calm down, noise. Sorry.
Did you find her
okay.
TikTok?
I have not found hers. Oh, there it is. Got it. Going to it now. She has one video
on TikTok.
on TikTok.
Okay.
Rex, stop sneezing. I'm sorry. I love you.
Girl, put your kids to work on those TikToks.
And that's it too. Is this can be anybody. And what the one video she does have here is an advertisement. No one will watch an advertisement on TikTok. TikTok is where you go for creative, fun videos. No one wants to be talked down to. No one wants to be sold to.
so that should live on her YouTube.
unless you have a ton
Yes.
more content
So
on
that
there.
video she has should be on her YouTube.
I mean,
correct?
all the videos should be on YouTube, but she has a ton of. She has a hashtag that is actually really good, and the hashtag is on a bunch of different clients' pages, and that's really interesting. She even has BB herself on here, a little photo with.
She's so cute.
Okay. I mean, just keep doing these. Constant bomb. Like literally by the end of this year, that's what, 6 months? I want to see 500 TikToks on there. And that's not that hard. If you're doing 4
more
per
than
day,
one a day, though,
but
yeah,
you
yeah.
don't need to do grandiose stuff.
Yeah. Then it's just behind the scenes.
You have behind the scenes. I want content on there. It doesn't need to be big. It can be like, look at our logo. Awesome. Okay,
Make
awesome.
your students do it too.
Make your students.
Yeah.
Every
That's a good
student,
idea.
like as part of their homework, every student should be making at
That's
least one TikTok
genius.
per week.
And it is educational to them because they're learning how to market their business.
Yes!
Except they're practicing
my
on one
God.
stop. Yeah.
That's it.
Dude. Okay.
This
Literally,
is how to be a social media.
If EO7 had the school, that would be like
Yeah.
one of our number one goals.
Yep.
Every week you'd have to create
Oh shit,
content.
Nathan, we're in trouble.
It's kind of funny though but it's really smart to use your
Yeah.
students
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
help you advertise
Absolutely.
the company.
But
They're also
it's
practicing
teaching.
for themselves. Yeah.
And which at the end of the day is the number one thing we don't learn in school. I went through a lot of school, guys, a lot of school. Never once did I learn about how to brand myself or how to outreach or something like that.
Yeah.
So
and I've been learning that from working for you guys.
right.
yeah. We all learn from each other. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to stop recording. Hilda, what else for photo? Let's talk about Instagram really quick. We have a minute. Walk us through Instagram. How can they better use their photos through Instagram?
They need to be obviously taking a lot of photos, but like if you're showing nails, show the person doing the nails. Even if you just like grab the client's hand and like hold it up and be like, look what I did, and have
So
your
more-
face in it.
actually more
Yes.
video content.
Yes. No.
Or even a
Oh,
photo.
you're-
Just
you're-
like,
Photo, just
you're
to
saying
take a
selfie.
selfie.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But you could also, in the same vein, you could just like, hit video record and do a photo and then go to the video.
Because on Instagram already, we pointed out that they have a lot of photos just of the nails.
Yes.
So you would want like a selfie of the woman who did them and
Yes.
And the
nails.
woman.
I
the
want
woman
the-
like
I want-
it
I want
could
the person
be,
who did
like,
'em
holding
and the
up her
person
nails,
excited.
so instead of like just taking a picture of the nails, like hold up your nails to your face, so if you don't want to be in taking a selfie,
Yep.
then just take a picture of the person holding up the nails and smiling.
I got one last thing I have
Yeah.
to go over for their Instagram.
Tell
Their
us.
brand color is red.
Okay.
I see a lot of pink and yellow on the photos. If you're taking a photo in front of a tablecloth or something, better be red.
Yep.
It better be red or white. White's fantastic, but there's a lot of pink and yellow, and that means it feels off-brand.
Yep.
So think
makes
about that with
sense.
every single photo you do. Needs to be on brand. You need to tell your story in every single photo and video you create.
All right.
It's like magic.
Not like I looked down and
No.
saw the thing at all. Are there any last seconds, any last ideas, any last thoughts?
I just
For
want to
One Stop Beauty.
reiterate that she should be using herself as like the main person that we as humans need another human face to relate to. And I know her personality is super friendly and fun, so she needs to be out there more.
Nathan?
I really like the ideas we came up with, getting people in the door. I think that we really focused on the particular goal with this one. So it came
yeah.
out, I think, pretty strong ideas.
Okay. Guys, thank you so much for doing this
It was
week.
fun.
This one was a lot of fun. And I'll be honest, going into it, I was
Yeah.
like, oh, beauty school. I don't know if I have a lot to offer
And
here.
then
Yeah.
you just
and you got
went.
so into it. Yeah.
Yes.
Guys out there, thank you so much for joining us. We hope you got something out of this for your own branding and your own marketing needs. If you would like to be showcased on an episode of the Pitch Session, email us here at pitchsession@eo7media.com, and we'll help you fill out a form on Google Forms, and we'll learn all about your business and do a deep dive into you and do an episode.
Yes.
Anyone can set up a Facebook ad. Anyone can set up an Instagram ad or social media account. But what it really takes time and effort and consistency with is someone who knows what they're doing and how to talk to an audience. So if you're ready to up your game and step up to the next level, please reach out to us at eo7media.com so we can come in and do a pitch session for you, just like this. Because if we did this in an hour, imagine what we can do with you as a dedicated client. Guys, thank you so much. Have a beautiful week, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah. Woo.
Holy, I actually like got through that end part pretty good.
Yeah. It's almost like we know what we're doing.
I can't keep this all to myself.